This morning, I'm visiting with Pat Holloway. Pat is a field agronomist in western and southwest Iowa for Beck's Hybrids. Pat, give me a little bit of update on harvest progress in your area.
Okay, sounds good. So we had a little bit of a later start this year to harvest, and we had plenty of rain over the last few weeks. We're finally have a dry stretch here this week, and so we're getting a good start on soybean harvest and also some corn. But this week with our weather, we're really going after the beans.
So, Pat, I know this past week you had some pretty cold temperatures. We were talking earlier, 29 degrees. How did that impact the corn crop? You said you were planted late. What's the impact?
Yeah, so for the most part, most of the corn was black layered. Most of our soybeans were at a stage where a frost isn't going to hurt them. And we did get cold enough in many areas to have our killing frost. So in most cases, it'll be a good thing, help get let the beans go through a little better and quicker. Corn, for the most part, was also black layered, as I mentioned, and shouldn't hurt anything there either. There is a few areas where we did have some late planted or replanted along the Missouri River bottom that wasn't quite at black layer, but was for the most part pretty close. So a yield impact should be fairly minimal. What kind of yield levels are you hearing about in your neck of the woods this year, Pat? Yeah, so soybeans so far yields that on the early harvested stuff has looked really good. It is somewhat variable, so we're all the way from the mid-50s to mid-70s on whole field averages, but a lot of, in the 60 bushel range. So far we're extremely happy with the yields we're seeing out of soybeans, and kind of same can be said for corn. As I mentioned, we're just getting a good start on it, but so far yields have been very good. There's some variability with some of the tougher conditions at planting time and delayed planting. Those yields aren't quite as good, but overall we're extremely lucky, and so far the yields look really good.
Fantastic. That's Pat Holloway. Pat's field agronomist with Beck's in southwest Iowa. Pat, thanks for your time today. We really appreciate it. Have a safe harvest.
Thank you.